Basic training tonight. See what it takes to become a United States Marine.
Most famous French Winter Olympian, undoubtedly alpine skier Jean.
Coming up on Action News, we'll take you to a place where young men and women from Metro Detroit are making the brave decision to become Marines.
I have 5 children.
Plants are potential targets for terrorism. But Action News has discovered that official nuclear security clothing patches are for sale on the internet, and one belongs to Detroit Edison. Action News reporter Christy McDonald joins us now with an in-depth look at this potential problem. Christy?
Well, Guy, they're the same patches that security personnel have on their uniforms at Fermi 2. But is a patch really enough to crack the security that surrounds a nuclear plant?
The bids start at $3 on eBay, so for the right price, you could own a Detroit Edison nuclear security patch, or one from Baltimore or Virginia. The patches are current ones worn by security officers at the Fermi 2 facility just outside of Monroe. At a time when nuclear plants are on the highest state of alert, is a patch in the hands of the wrong person a potential threat?
There is absolutely no way that a nuclear security patch can get you into a nuke plant.
Dr. Kim Kierfot is a professor at the School of Nuclear Energy at the University of Michigan. Within the last few years, she's worked in several nuclear facilities, including Fermi 2.
There's just no way you can get in there without proper ID.
Proper ID is only the beginning. Kierfot says the security at Fermi 2 is intense, with several checkpoint levels, starting at the front gate, the owner-controlled area. Then there is a protected area where you need key cards, proper ID, and more.
For example, you might have to have your handprint pre-recorded and put it on a measurement device, which will say it's a positive match.
Past that, there is the vital area, where she says radiation safety specialists ask a lot of questions.
They want to know where you're going, why you're going. Everything will be checked, and they will know where you are in the plant. And there are other areas I don't want to talk about within that place where there's no way you can go where you shouldn't.
Kierfot also says it's a small enough working environment where everyone knows everyone else and watches carefully.
I'm trained to watch my colleagues and see if there's any suspicious behavior.
The security team at Fermi 2 just became aware the patches are out there on eBay. Joe Cordy is the manager of nuclear security. He says patch swapping is common.
People trade them in the industry, security agencies trade patches, that sort of thing. Police departments trade patches.
But Cordy says he doesn't know how this patch ended up on eBay.
I guess it's a slight concern. I'm not overly concerned about it because I'm confident in our procedures that are in place to identify and make sure only authorized personnel are allowed in. But it's something that we are aware that it could happen anyway. We've made our security officers aware that it is out there, and just be a little bit more pay closer attention to it.
Detroit Edison did contact the FBI to make them aware of the situation. The FBI says they're not going to investigate where the patches came from. Detroit Edison has not decided whether or not to contact eBay to have them remove the patches from the auction. We also tried to contact the person selling the patches. We haven't had a response yet. Carolyn?
All right, thank you, Christy. Well, new recruits in the War on Terror are finding themselves in a whole different world tonight. The Marines call it boot camp. But it's months of intense training that shows young men and women what it truly takes to be among the few and the proud. Action News reporter Ray Sayed got the clearance to join them on the front lines at Parris Island.
At Marine Boot Camp, everything is extreme. Discussions are extremely loud. The training is extremely hard. And expectations are extremely high.
You can't quit. Get them out.
Most young men and women become Marines here in Parris Island, South Carolina at boot camp, where their experience begins with a very memorable welcoming.
Get off the bus! Get off the bus now, let's go!
The moment Marine recruits step off their bus at Parris Island, they belong to their drill instructor.
The drill instructor was already standing there. Was like, hurry up, hurry up. You know, we was like, you know, like, whoa.
Get off the bus now!
But the drill instructors we have are great. You know, we have best instructors in the world down here.
For the next 12 weeks, drill instructors take recruits through the most grueling boot camp in the U.S. military.
Here, you go through a lot. It's not a cakewalk.
Running is a daily ritual at boot camp. For many recruits, it's a far cry from life at home.
You guys that have, I've done their whole life, 18 years, has played Nintendo or whatnot, and they lived at Taco Bell. This ain't patty cake.
Physical combat is a crucial part of Marine boot camp. 1 week into their training, recruits begin the practice of hitting each other to deaden their nerves. The more they hit, the less pain they feel.
Nice and slow and easy. It's a survival. You want to survive.
When Marine recruits swim, they don't wear a bathing suit. They wear 20 pounds of gear and train to swim the length of half a football field. Giving up is not an option.
What are you going to do when you don't have the side of the pool to grab onto?
If you want to be a Marine, you're going to have to learn how to handle a weapon. And here the weapon of choice is this M16A2 service rifle. It's about 7 pounds and deadly accurate.
Hurry up!
Many recruits agree one of the most miserable parts of training camp is going through the gas chamber, a brick building injected with nostril-clearing, eye-scorching gas called CS2.
It's hell. Words really can't describe it.
For 12 weeks, recruits go through these exercises and more to learn teamwork, discipline, and the core values of honor, courage, and commitment. Only then do they graduate and earn the title U.S. Marine.
I mean it.
In Parris Island, South Carolina, Ray Saya, Channel 7 Action News.